Here.
Okay.
Welcome to another episode of Better Health Through Movement and Wholeness. I'm Dr. Tom Naro, and my guest here is Jessi Kirley from JKirley Collective. How are you, Jessi?
I'm doing great, Tom. So nice to be here with you.
It's so nice to have you here. Thanks for being on the show. So to give our viewers a little information, a little background, Jessi founded her company, JKirley Collective, during the COVID pandemic. Now, she says that one of the key factors to being where she is in business today is through the understanding and the embodiment of dignity. She has been combining talented hearts and minds to inspire growth and healing for humanity. I'm pleased to say that Jessi and I have actually put our brains together, and we're putting on a program that's starting at the end of the month called Align Your Body with Dignity. And this is a two-part program for those who want to recommit their health and overcome barriers with expanded dignity and posture awareness. So that's how we kind of twist dignity and posture, physical therapy together.
Right.
So isn't it? It's so exciting. It's been actually a lot of fun, and it's been an amazing experience working together.
It has, it really reinforces the fun in collaboration and how we can kind of lift each other up and, keep each other ignited, especially during COVID when, it's tough times.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I think you hit the nail on the head. And dignity is not one of those words you hear every day. So let's dive in a little bit, and people can learn from your knowledge about dignity. And so here's a few questions. First thing, what is dignity?
Sure. Obviously, I get this question a lot, and there's a lot of range of meanings, and people have different feelings from the word. But for the purposes of the work that I'm doing and that we're doing together, Tom, dignity is, I think of it as the core essence of being human. It's our inherent worth. It is our unique value of ourself, and just for being human and for no other reason. And I think that's the important part of it, because it's there regardless, and it can't be taken away. But sometimes it's our connection to our dignity that gets a little fuzzy or that gets a little shaken. And then the other piece I want to mention is dignity in action is when you're first honoring the dignity in yourself, but then you're also honoring that in others. So that's how dignity plays out in action. But first, you got to connect to it in yourself.
Okay, so I would imagine in order to connect to dignity within yourself, you have to be somewhat aware of dignity. Mm-hmm. Can you tell us how can people practice dignity awareness?
Right. I think the easiest way to think of it is it's a form of self-awareness. And, we hear a lot about this these days, especially when people are trying to do, self-improvement or reach their goals. The first step is noticing self. And so dignity awareness starts with noticing and actually kind of taking stock of our own self-worth. What is our sense of it? Do we ever think about it? How connected to it or not are we? And then more importantly, where do we get fed and fueled in our sense of our self-worth? And where do we get drained? And so that's the awareness piece of it, and learning the skills and the practice. It's a form of mindfulness. It's a form of being present. I also really believe in the value of the embodiment and needing to kind of notice our sensations and our reactions to our self-worth, and kind of when we're feeling like we're grounded in it and we're feeling confident and strong, what does that feel like in our body? And then what does it feel like when we're not feeling so confident and strong? And how does that affect literally our posture and how we behave and how we express ourselves?
Excellent. So can you tell us, what are some of the benefits of dignity awareness?
Sure. Again, just kind of going back to general concepts of self-awareness, but this one being really focused on noticing what connects us to our own unique value. So again, like, what is our purpose? What are the things that light us up about being alive and, doing the things that we do? For you, it's physical therapy. What fuels you in that most basic way of your purpose? And when we're more connected to purpose, our actions are more likely to bring us to our goals and to our outcomes. And not just in like a one-off kind of way, like, okay, I've got this dignity awareness, I'm going to be able to like do this one goal and I'm all set. It's an ongoing practice. And the thing about connecting to your values and your purpose is that it makes it more sustainable and more long-term for you to craft the life that you want, because you're always in tune with that authentic self.
Fantastic. Yeah, it sounds like it really brings you to take a deeper look within yourself, and having that outside perspective is something that we really don't have. Jessi, thank you so much for sharing your knowledge on dignity. I know there's a lot more that you have to offer, and would you mind just taking a moment and sharing with our viewers just a little bit more about JKirley Collective?
Sure. As you mentioned in the beginning, it's a collaborative model. And so for each of the programs that we offer in our Dignity series, it's combining talents and combining different people's perspectives and different people's offerings. And so if you're interested in exploring dignity more in these different ways, then, come see us. That's what we're all about. And the website, JKirleyCollective.com. Tom will tell you all that when you need to know. But yeah, it's exciting, and it's really nice to be working with you, Tom, on the program we're going to be running.
Yes, it's been so exciting. I think I can feel the excitement. It's like the words aren't coming out because I'm just so excited, and I think we have a lot to bring to the table, and I think a lot of people will be happy with the information we're able to pass on, as well as all your other collaborators. It's very impressive when you can take a look at your website and the list of all the people you're working with.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. I'm very grateful to have you in my life, and that's it for the interview for today.
Thank you.